Your thoughts on this one? I know that turnover stretch with those 5 turnovers in just under 3 minutes. That's probably the first thing that is on your mind as you guys went through another tough stretch, able to close out a game though and still get a win.
Well, we've had a real problem with that. Florida A&M, Washington, this one. We've got experienced players making some really bad basketball plays. So very disappointed in some of those plays. But San Francisco's a good team. They're a top 70 Ken Palm team, and we knew we were going to have our hands full. We knew it'd be a tough game. And, I thought for the most part, defensively, we did a lot of good things. Those shots were contested. And then, late, they got a couple uncontested ones, and they hit a couple contested ones. So you're not going to hold a team that, shoots 33s a game and makes 11 or almost 12. They're 12 for 30, and they went 8 for 35. So we knew they were going to hit some at some time. Just disappointed in the way we finished that 3-minute stretch there with the bad turnovers.
How about Eric Williams tonight, Coach? I thought just a really well-rounded performance. 16 points, 6 rebounds, a couple of steals for you as well.
Did a lot of good things until those 2 turnovers late. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but no, I agree. At times, I thought he did a really good job. We bit him a little bit because he didn't get to the boards early, but then he started going and did a better job. So, I think I'm playing those guys too many minutes, to be very honest. I got to use my bench more. That's on me. I think they got tired there at the end. You look and 31, 35, 34, 35, 30 minutes. I've got to do a better job of spreading out the minutes and get some of those guys back in there.
Lastly, Coach, how about Infolidante? I know fans were a little concerned when he went down, got kind of pretzeled up there with Eugene Omarui on the ground.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll talk to Clay here. He was in the locker room. Didn't seem to be hurt too bad, but I didn't get a chance to talk to Clay to see what was wrong.
All right, Coach. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us. I'll let you get to the rest of the media, and we'll chat with you coming up ahead of the Portland game on Saturday. Thanks for the time, sir.
All righty. Thanks.
All right,
Coach Altman joining us.
We'll start with James Kripia from the Oregonian.
Dana, what hangs with you most after a game like this? Because there's the kind of sluggish start and the turnovers late, but in between, it wasn't just them missing shots. I mean, you guys had a lot more, it seemed like, defensive intensity, particularly in the first half there after the first 6 minutes or so. So what sticks with you most? Because the middle 20 was really good. It's the first probably 6 or 7, the last 5 or 4.
No, you're absolutely right. I thought for a long time there our switches and our communication, our energy level was much better. And so I agree with you, James. There was a long stretch there. They missed shots, but they were all contested. We didn't give up uncontested shots like we did in some of our previous ball games. And so I'm very pleased with that because, I knew if we gave up uncontested shots to this group, we'd be in real trouble. But again, they had a couple decent looks there, and then they hit a couple tough ones, to make it a closer ball game than it should have been.
Chris Hansen, register guard.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to kind of follow up on what James asked there. When you look back at that big run you had in the first half, is it the defense that you kind of look at it as what sparked that?
Yeah. No, I thought the defense, and then the defense to start the second half, Chris. We went to the first TV timeout, and it was a 7-0 run. We didn't let them score, and if you remember the Washington game, we came out and just exchanged baskets, and we were so happy, but they got their rhythm going, their flow going with all those easy baskets we gave them to start the second half. And tonight, the second half, again, at the first TV timeout, it was 7-0. And, that's, whether it was 2-0, 5-0, 7-0, as long as they weren't scoring and getting in that rhythm, that was really, really something that I was hoping for.
Well, Coach, I'll go back to Hansen, Chris Hansen.
Yeah, you have the one game left now before UCLA. What is it that you really want to see on Saturday? before you head into the Pac-12 season?
Well, I just told the fellas, you know, I thought we took a step today in the right direction defensively. And until that last stretch, you know, we didn't turn the ball over. We executed some things. I thought Amari did a good job of running the show. We got into our sets better. Still some lack of communication there, but I thought it was better. So, you know, we want to continue to tighten things up on defense, and we want to get a better flow offensively, and really working on making plays for each other. We only had 7 assists tonight, and, you know, we need that number. 7 assists, 12 turnovers. You know, we don't want that. All right. We want to make plays for each other. And we had some great plays for each other. We just missed shots. We got to shoot the ball better. We were 4 for 19 again from 3. You guys asked me. I think we're a much better shooting team than that, but we're going to have to work at it. And there won't be any shortcut to knocking shots down other than getting in the gym and putting a heck of a lot of time in.
Last question for Coach goes to James.
That kind of steals my question, Dana, but to your point, since a lot of them were open looks, since they don't have class and there's only 2 days in between games here, do you think your guys, under the conditions, can they just go into the practice gym or something and get on the gun and start firing away here for the next 24 hours or so? Because there's not really a quick fix to such a thing.
Absolutely, James. And you know, a couple go down and, you know, it changes everything. But we're going to have to get in the gym. You know, I've been on the guys, and, you know, I couldn't make them during that because we got a 20-hour rule. They had to go in on their own. I was disappointed in some of them not getting in the gym enough. And so now we're going to get in the gym, you know, and we've got time, and we don't have the restrictions, and guys don't have class. So, you know, there is no shortcut. There is no magic wand. You just got to put time in. Peyton Pritchard improved his percentage because he put a lot of time in. Anthony Mathis was a good shooter because he put a lot of time in. Dylan Brooks, I mean, there hasn't been one guy 40 years that has become a good shooter by not being in the gym every day. There is no, you know, get fundamentally sound, get your footwork, but then you just got to have a lot of shots. Preparation is confidence. And if you're not prepared, if you're not in there all the time, it's hard to be confident shooting. You're just hoping it goes in. But if you put the time in, you'll feel a lot more confident, and that thing will go in a lot more.
That's all we have for you. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All righty. Thanks.